Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Job's Peak Yarns, Crafts, and Crocheting. Today's tutorial is going to show you how to open up a new package of a counted cross stitch, and let us get started. Here everyone, here's your new package of your counted cross stitch, ready to go. Okay, here we go. Alright, this is the dimensions, the gold collection, and this is the counted cross stitch I picked yesterday at Michael's. You'll see in the welcome video when I post this one later this evening. So basically this is what I got. This is what the package would look like. It's a brand new package of a counted needlepoint, counted cross stitch. Gorgeous, isn't it? Here's your dimensions. It's in 3 different languages, which is fine. Just Aurora Cabin. And then on the bottom it gives you the detailed what's in the set. It's translated in, I believe, Spanish and French. Okay? It's a counted cross stitch, canvas, and then your needle, and then your picked out threads. Okay? So when you get something like this, you always look at this bottom. It's all depending on what language you're speaking as well. If you're speaking Spanish and French, this is what you guys will look for, okay? Alright. You always look at here and it will tell you what kind of set this is. This also does this for the needlepoint as well. Okay. Alright. Look how gorgeous that is. I am okay with the stamped cross stitch. This is not the stamped cross stitch. I probably would be okay with that. I am more of a needlepoint, but I'm willing to learn. I'm not going to be working on this one yet. This is just what I bought yesterday. This is a later on project. But I'm just showing you what the kit looks like and what the contents are in that kit. Basically today. I'm not going to start this today. So if anybody who has their kit and knows how to do a counted cross stitch, go ahead and get started on your project. I mean, it's willing to learn. I am willing to learn it. I'm just not doing it right now. I got about 50 other projects I gotta get caught up on. So this is like a later on type of thing. But when I am ready, or if anybody else who has gone to the store and purchasing their counted cross stitch, enjoy. Go for it. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to broaden my horizons and try something new. I just won't be able to do it today. I'm just showing you what the kit would contain and how to read it. Like right here. Just telling you guys whatever location you guys are and you guys speak Spanish or French, this is translating in this. That's all it is. Okay? So I took the liberty of taking off the tape last night. And then this is what the back will look like. Okay. Up here we're translate in English. It's explaining up here on what the gold company is known for, the quality of their projects and their crafts. And then on the bottom is also the gold collection, and it contains your pre-sorted threads, blending filament, 16 count gray alder, needles, and instructions. This set includes 2 needles, a small eye and a big eye, and the instructions will tell you that anyway, okay? And then again, it's in translation of 2 different languages. I want to say yes, the second one I believe is in French, and then the third one is in Spanish. So either way, it's going to be translating what the top one says, okay? As you notice, it says 16 and then instructions. Okay? That's that. Up top here, again, is translating in French and Spanish. Up top here is what makes a gold collection design so special. It's an extensive color palette, stitches that create textures and depth, and exquisite detail are all hallmarks of the gold collection you create, the work of art and heirloom to enjoy for generations to come. Okay, that's what that is. So as you open, the packaging will kind of, the little flap will kind of bounce around all over the place. Kind of snap it back like that and it will stay open. Okay, in your kit, if you try to grab it all at once, okay, like with your instructions, okay, you have this. Okay, and here you really don't have anything else. You just have the front card of your design. Get that out of the way. Get you focused in. There we go. Get you moved over a little bit. Okay. This may seem intimidating or anything else. My suggestion is have you a pair of your little small pair of scissors to open up that tape. It's pretty thick tape. They have it pretty thick. So just cut that and open up your package. I still say have your scissors close by too. This is the extra bundle down here. What couldn't be fit in your organizer, okay? This is a lump sum of more of your threads. Okay, this is like extra threading. And what they meant by the fulfillment is this blending fulfillment. It's like a piece of thread, shiny thread. Okay? And here is your colors on organizer cards, okay? See, they took the liberty on organizing this for their guests and their customers, which helps a lot. Because if you're trying to work on your project, you don't want to be sitting there trying to organize it. Here, they suggest that you cut your amount off of the card. So I will probably go really, really close to the edge here, and then cut the color that you're required to use. Okay? And that's both cards to show you. Yeah, this looks like a kind of interesting thing. I know how to do a needlepoint, and it's a similar setup, but they don't organize it like this. This is really cool. I had to do my own, put them in little sandwich baggies and put the numbers and the colors on it. Okay? Yeah. And then the extra bundles here, we have the extra colors, the little tags of the extra colors over here. Like this one is a nice little blue, nice color blue, like a turquoise blue color. And then you have a deeper blue, like a navy, like a medium royal blue navy. Here you have a dark navy. Here's like a each of these numbers here, sorry, it's a little out of focus here. Okay, let's see if I can bring you in a little bit and focus. Okay, here, oops, is your color and how many. You have like 24 strands here. It's 36 by 24. The 24 here is how many strands is on this little tag. Okay? Here's your shiny fulfillment. Okay? It will be harder to read here because of the way the color is. That's kind of neat though. Okay? So each of these have their little tags and their colors. So it will be this little bundle here, okay? Alright. And then like I said, go cut as close as possible. If they tell you to use one strand and blending in another strand to go with it, and then just tell them, it will tell you what to do on mixing, and some colors have required to mix the colors and you know, stuff like that. Okay? Just go with it and enjoy. I like needlepoint. I don't have time to do mine right now. But here's your, those are your threads. Actually, I'm gonna take you guys over here, get them off of the view. Okay. Alright, you guys okay so far with this? Okay, here's your canvas. It looks kind of blank and folded to fit in the package. Alright, here's your nice looking canvas. It really doesn't matter how you have it. A canvas is a canvas. Okay. Here is your nice looking canvas. It's kind of a little bit stiff. I am going to have to leave mine stiff because I'm not really starting mine right now. Pretty much, if you really do a cross stitch, they're asking you to find the center point, and that's where you're going to start. Needlepoint is kind of a little bit in a different way of doing that, but the counted cross stitch, you start in the middle, like this fold here where my finger's at, and just do a piece of thread with that, because that would be your starting point on everything on both sides, and then up and down. Okay? So yeah, that's what they suggest. I was reading some of the instructions this morning, and then they told you to pick a starting point, a center, and then that would be your starting point. For me, that would probably be where the cabin is at, the roof and the actual cabin. So I may do mine a little bit differently. I may count it from the bottom here, and then count it, and then start it in like in the cove in the rocks, and I might do mine there. That's what they suggest. Once you buy it, they're not going to care how you start it. Okay, but if you guys want to really obey the rules and the instructions, start it with your center point. And they said to do a little piece of thread of the color and then go from there. Okay? But they're not going to know the difference. So if you want to do it the way that they suggest, fine. But if you want to start your project however you want to do it, I'm probably going to stay within this square, this part here, and then go with that from there. Okay? That's probably how I'm gonna. Okay. And in your instructions, please be careful. In your instructions, there's a package of 2 needles. So when you open up the instructions, they have your needles inside so they don't become lost. Okay? Here is your big eye. Here's your big eye. That's for probably the thicker threads and probably blending and mixing. That way you can hold on to both of them. And then here's your smaller eye. Okay. Alright. They have nice 2 little needles. Alright. Just don't lose those. And here's your chart. I'm gonna probably use my chart and measure like this, because this is kind of matching the same size as the canvas. So this will probably also help. Will make your life a little bit easier, like something like that. Alright. So it's the same width and the same length as your instructions. So kind of pinpoint where your arrows are at. Okay, like that. I'm probably just going to do it that way, and then just probably do this rock and everything else. That's probably what I'm going to probably wind up doing, because I've never really done a... Okay, I got interrupted, my bad. I've never really, like I said before I got rudely interrupted, I've never done a counted cross stitch. I've done a stamped cross stitch where the canvas has got your design and then you follow. The needle point is stamped. That way you can follow the stitches and do what you need to do. I'm probably just going to go and do this rock and then go from there, and then go from the top. Or I might just follow that and then find my center point and then maybe even do the cabin. The cabin is gorgeous. Okay, and here's your other instruction sheet. Really not really an instruction sheet, really. It's your color chart and your diagrams. Like a question mark is a color. Oh, the question mark is a coil. Oh, okay. The A is a light gold. The L has 2 things where you do a half cross stitch, which is in number 4. And then an L is a dark gold. And each of these designs and shapes are going to be your colors. And this is the lot numbers, okay? All these are your code numbers. Alright? And then on here, also, you got more colors here. Like this pitchfork type of thing. It's your yellow. And you do just a regular cross stitch Okay, and then this is like a half cross stitch, and then you have a heart and a little screen looking thing. Okay, and then here's the same thing. You have your regular cross stitch, overlay cross stitch, and then this is like in the white, blending fulfillment. This would tell you how to do 2 colors all at once, okay, on these two. On these. These are telling you to mix. Alright, when you get something like this, it's telling you to mix everything. Okay? Here is the same thing. Okay, you have your colors, your 2 colors, and they're telling you to mix it. So this one is saying a blue and a slate blue. And you do the E and the plus sign. This one is a slate blue and a light blue. This is like a chemistry or physics types of symbol, the E, and then the circle. The H is a purple and a blue purple. Okay, and those are your symbols of mixing. Okay, and then here is just telling you to just use the regular colors. Okay, this is a back stitch, crouching stitch, and French knot. Okay, the French knot is probably going to be in the stars in the sky with the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. This is called the Aurora Cabin. So the Aurora Borealis is your Northern Lights. So for me, like I said, I'm probably just going to do is match everything up like so. Your color chart and everything else is the same width and length as your canvas. I'm probably just going to take a pen and mark it, like in the framing here. For me, I am probably just going to do it just like this. And make sure that my colors and everything match. Like so. More likely, that's what I'm going to probably wind up doing. Okay? Because I'm not big on counted cross stitch, but I'm willing to try, like I said. As part of being a crafter, you gotta just go with it. Okay? So, yeah, that's that. It probably won't line up as much as I thought it will, but if you really keep things going, I'm doing that just to show you. But if you really want to do something, like they said, this is your starting point. It's in that crease. Okay, my finger is exactly where that starting point will be. It's in that crease. And that crease is in this cabin. The windows, the chimney, and everything else. I may actually start with the cabin first. That looks really cool. Okay? So that's that. Anybody who does know how to do a counted cross stitch, more power to you. Enjoy. Enjoy your craft. Because it looks really interesting and I'm willing to try. So, just play with it. Yeah. See how that's kind of going like that? It's not exactly the same width and length because I got the crease and everything, so I might just do the starting point like it suggests, or just start over here in the corner, this rock, and then let it go from there. Needlepoint, you gotta stay in one color all the way. Cross stitch is kind of a little bit different. So, yeah, and enjoy. This is what your stuff looks like. Your instructions is on one of the charts. I think it more likely is this one. Okay. again, is in 3 different languages. This is your English, this is your French, and this is your Spanish. Okay, so it does have 3 different languages. Okay, and your chart is on the inside. You flip it over, and here is also your stitches. Okay, English, French, and Spanish. Okay, this tells you how to do your stitches. Okay, and everything else. So yeah, they're showing you to do the back stitch, stuff like that. Start with the A, B, C, D, E, and F, and so on. Okay, the French knot. This one is showing you how to do the French knot. That's probably for the stars in the sky with the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. The crouching. This is showing you how to do the crouching. This one is showing you how to do the back stitch. Okay. This one is an overlay half cross stitch. The overlay cross stitch. Okay, and this is the half cross stitch and the regular cross stitch. Oh, here is showing you, telling you to do the start your thread by working over the end on the back. You end your thread and running it under the back of the stitches, so it will tighten up your stitches so they don't disappear. Okay, so A is going down, B at the up, C back down, at D, etc. So you're kind of going up and down if you're having that. Okay. Alright, that's that really, and then it's translating again in French and Spanish. So just enjoy, go with it. Anybody who does have any questions on this, I'll try to answer them as much as fast as I can. Like I said, I can do a stamped cross stitch. The counted cross stitch will be a little bit of an experimental. I'm probably not going to do the tutorial for that. I'm just going to sit here and figure this out myself. And I may bring it back out and showing you guys what I've done so far. I might just do that rock and then just go with it from there. Okay? So yeah, that's that. Here's all your goodies again. Remember not to lose the needles. And then happy crafting. This is my particular set. I like this kind of stuff. They also had a lighthouse that I almost grabbed, but I don't want to overdo myself here. So, and that also is a counted cross stitch, the lighthouse. I may do that one later because my brother loves lighthouses, and I might just do that too. So we'll see. Okay? And if you guys are a beginner, like I am, I'm kind of made a mistake here. I didn't do the easier counted cross stitch, and I just grabbed this one, and now I'm kind of regretting it because I'm not prepared for this. But I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not a give it up kind of person, so I might just try it and see what happens. Okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Positive comments, and happy crafting. Bye! Hello everybody. I did forget to mention while you're working on your cross stitch. is to use some tape around the edges so it doesn't fray. Use like some masking tape around the edges of your canvas or your fabric. They call this fabric. And use a embroidery loom in your section that you're going to be working on. Okay, and a loom is one of those little wooden circles, and then you just tighten it with the little screw that comes with it. Or the one I bought yesterday, it looked like fake wood. And then just put your loom, tighten up your loom really good on the section that you're going to be working in. And then it will be a little easier to work with. Okay? Then you can hold on to your project if you're watching TV, or have it sit on your lap and then not have it to fray on you. But to not have it fray, just put some little masking tape on the edges where you're not going to be working on, like in the corners in the end. And then that way they don't fray. Just some masking tape. Okay? Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. My postings will be around Thursdays, mid-evening. If not, then the posting will be done like on the next day. I'm just doing the recording, so I'm trying to do it on Thursdays because that's my posting days. Okay? Thank you and enjoy. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.